Hello, you're listening to 97.2 Cam FM.
The following production of The Man in the Air Balloon by Jonathan Powell is being broadcast as part of the ADC Online season.
This production will run for 63 minutes.
We hope you enjoy the show.
I've often wondered about art. What if it could live? What would it be like? Could it breathe?
David, get back inside! Please!
He's watching, Bella. He's watching us all.
Where are you going? David!
Could it think?
You stay inside, don't you understand?
I'm not leaving you.
He doesn't want you, he wants me. He's always wanted me.
Could it feel?
You listen to me, David Mason. You come with me right now and you come back inside.
Unlocked. Of course it's unlocked.
That's another man's house.
It's his house, Bella. He's been waiting for me all this time.
No. David, no, please.
The man in the air balloon, he's here for me.
Of course, this is all conjecture. But I can't help wondering.
The balloon is there, up there. Red, yellow, blue.
David, it can't be. Please think about it. The storm.
It's in the clouds.
No, it's not there. There's nothing there. There's never, ever been anything there. There is no balloon man.
If such a thing, such an artwork could exist,
He's here. I'm ready.
what would it do? Well, what would you do? Like you'd know.
Mister?
Oh, hello there. I'm sorry, I was in a world of my own.
I like your fountain, mister.
Oh, you're very kind, but really it's no good. I haven't got the shine quite right, have I? In fact... There. Much better.
Aw, that was my favourite bit.
Sometimes things have to go, young man. Make way for new things.
You're drawing Trafalgar Square. I like your Nelson.
Oh, the hat's all wrong. Might be the sculptor's fault, of course. And chalk is such a limited medium. Come over here. Tell me what you really think.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. I won't bite. What's your name?
David Mason. It looks okay to me.
Okay. Oh, no, it's amateur. You see these colours? Blotchy and spotted. Worthless, in fact.
It's been raining. It's okay if they're a bit spotty.
You see, that's why you're wrong. All wrong. Art requires a precision, a finesse. Rain is no excuse.
Nobody can help the rain.
Well, they should.
Maybe you could find a different job.
I wish I could, my boy. Come closer. You see all these other people, these artists. You know why they're really here, don't you?
Money?
Recognition. See, they want to be found. They want to be up there in the gallery, up with the hacks, the charlatans and the gatekeepers. But me, I just want to capture something. Something perfect. To shape it, to make it my own and... well... to tell you the truth, I don't think I've got the knack. God, if I can't even work with 2 dimensions, what hope have I with 3, 4 even? You see, I make the strokes like that, but it's just not quite here, there, anywhere, in fact. Do you follow me?
Do you think maybe I could have a go?
Here.
Do you live here, mister?
Not exactly out here on the pavement, no. Call it a holiday. What about you? First time in London?
It was Mum's idea. I hate it. There's not enough sky.
I see. What are you drawing there?
The sky, some birds. See, my lines are a bit wibbly, but that's okay.
Well, yes, but you're
I'm small and you're big. But it's all art, isn't it?
Is it?
That's what Mum says. A different sort of perfect. She says I'm quite the artist.
I suppose. I like your clouds. And the air balloon. Yes, that is really rather lovely. Quite the artist indeed.
Thank you. You are too.
David, get away from that man.
It's all right, Mummy. He's
What
not...
have I told you about talking to strangers?
Oh, goodbye. David Mason. Yes, quite the artist. Now, to work. This should be fun.
Tea, Mrs. Mason.
Thanks.
Yes, it's a tricky thing, delusional disorder. And your husband's case, well, unusual to say the least.
I know it sounds crazy. I need to understand it.
Why don't you start by putting me in the picture? I doubt my notes here really do it justice. Start from the very beginning.
All right. I suppose it began before we met, when he joined the Vista.
Down there's the canteen. You can use your card for that too.
Okay, so what if I need...
Stationery closet there, fire exits marked here, and down the corridor to your left. And this here is you.
My desk? Can I set my stuff up, or...?
Not the desk, no.
But you said...
This workspace is you. It's for trainees. This desk can be yours today, but...
Well, we sort of got to grab whatever's going.
David, this is Stefan Hoff, another trainee.
David Mason.
I'll leave you to log on, David. There are some induction courses for you to complete.
You won't be seeing her again.
Sorry?
Yeah, her lot hardly ever come down to us.
Well, at least she knows your name.
Well, of course she does. She's like a computer. I meant what I said about the desks, by the way. You want to come in early, or you'll be perching off by the printers.
Isn't it a bit weird not having our own desks?
Oh, get you! Where you been working, mate? 1995?
Just Painswick.
That sounds like an illness. Oh, here in London, we don't do personal desks. We do creative hubs, digital managers, and styrofoam coffee tables in inconvenient shapes. And places.
Right.
So, what's your story then? Tore you away from the Painswick press?
It's Gazette. I guess I just developed a thirst for something more than stories about escaped sheep.
You get a lot of that down your way.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Right, so you set off in search of some professional journalism. Well, yeah, sometimes you got to move on from what you've had, don't you?
Make way for new things.
Saying that, if I were you, I wouldn't be expecting too much new around here for a while.
Really? Is it still early days for you?
Well, not that early, no. More like 6 months.
6 months?
Yeah, so think of our little community down here as being at the end of a very long funnel. See, by the time the assignments reach us, it's just that stuff which no one else wants to go for. Housing budgets, bus route alterations, pigeon populations...
I'm sure it's not as bad as all that.
You'll see. Welcome to the end of the funnel, David Mason. I hope you enjoy your stay.
And their veins run all through the garden, each new leaf connecting to the others like one great big nervous system.
Bit creepy, Frankenstein.
But that's what I'm doing. I'm nurturing nature, creating life.
Well, I'm sure the hydrangeas will be thrilled.
You're just like your brother. Give him a pot plant and it'll be wilted in a week. No interest in art.
There's a difference between horticulture and art, Mum.
That's where you're wrong. You can paint all sorts of pictures with flowers, if you stand still long enough to put your mind to it.
Was that a dig at me?
Well, you're always dashing around, David. I think it's unhealthy.
I've got to work. I've got to find something. I've been there 2 months, and the best I've got is fact-finding for that construction piece.
Well, it was never going to be easy.
Oh, we're just a resource to them.
To who?
Them upstairs. And there's been no training whatsoever. No, it's all online courses and boxes to tick. I'm just a cog to them in the money machine.
Quite the cynic, aren't you?
Yeah, thanks, Mum. Where's Henry?
Oh, in his room. He misses you being here, you know. Look, David, if you really hate it so much, why don't you just leave? Find something else.
I can't. I don't want something else.
I don't know why you moved at all. You hate the city.
I'm really trying to make this work. What do you think I should do? Just wander about until I bump into something that will get me noticed?
That's what your dad did. It'll be like when you were walking up on the beacon and you found that sheep.
Does it want to be noticed, that painting? Does it really want to hang there on your wall? Perhaps you should ask it. You may be surprised by its answer.
Okay, Greenwich, what have you got for me? Trees, the Thames, a dodgy-legged pigeon.
Shush, Barney. Good boy.
God, this is ridiculous. Like a story is just going to fall out of the... Hang on. Is that a hot air balloon? It is. It's a hot air balloon right in the middle of the green. And it's just sitting there. Excuse me. Hi.
It's all right, Barney. Sorry, he's not much of a people dog. Are you?
Hi. Sorry, I was just wondering if you knew anything about that air balloon down there.
Oh, no, sorry, dear. It'll be something to do with the observatory, I expect.
It's weird. Everyone's just avoiding it. Except that man.
Man?
By the balloon in the bowler. You haven't seen him before, have you?
Well, we're a long way up, dear. I'm not entirely sure I can even see a man.
But he's there, in the bowler hat. Sorry. Thanks very much.
Come on, Barney.
Okay, an air balloon in Greenwich Park. Let's see if this story has legs.
Hello, sir. Ticket for the observatory.
Hi, I'm with the London Vista. I was wondering if you could tell me anything about the air balloon.
And which air balloon would that be, sir?
Down there, in the park. Is it not one of yours?
Not that I'm aware of, sir. Perhaps it's for a charity event.
Is it even legal? I mean, it's a whacking great hot air balloon, and there's a man standing next to it.
Let me have a look. I don't see anything, sir.
What?
Looks like clear green lawns and clear blue skies to me. Are you sure it was a real hot air balloon? Sir?
It's gone. But where did it go?
Oi, watch it! What's this?
Nothing. I've searched and there's nothing.
Sorry, have I missed something? Or...
See, at first I was just curious, but then I really started digging. And do you know what I found?
What, no wonder we're out of bleeding ink. Why can't you just keep it online like a normal person?
I prefer paper. Now, listen, I've looked up every law and regulation ever associated with Greenwich Park.
Oh, sounds delightful. Mind if I have a flick through when you're done?
And you can't land or park a vehicle of any kind on the grass.
Well, I could have told you that. You didn't need to use up all the... Oh, hang on. You're not still on about that man, are you?
So, we know the council weren't involved, but that's not the strangest thing about it. You know what is?
Well, the fact you're still banging on about it.
No, it's the fact that you're not.
Come again?
Nobody's bothered. It's illegal, it's unprecedented, and frankly, it's downright bizarre. But nobody cares. Why?
Well, I don't know, do I? Oh, come on, haven't you got import taxes to comment on or something?
It's social media.
Okay, here we go.
No, listen, everything goes on social media now. We've got cameras everywhere, right? So how come there are no photographs?
Oh, maybe it was a publicity stunt.
A great big balloon in the middle of Greenwich and there's no record of it?
All right, a secret publicity stunt.
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
David, right? Life has its secrets. Sometimes the water runs backwards, cows go bark, and a man as hopelessly attractive as me is stuck being single. But some mysteries you just can't solve.
Spoken like a true journalist.
Let it go. It won't get you noticed by the high-ups, believe you me.
Well, at least I'm trying.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't see you searching for a story.
He's got a point, Stefan.
Stay out of this, Brenda.
You have been here, what was it, 6 years?
6 years?
Brenda!
You told me you've been here 6 months.
Months, years, they're all very tenuous concepts, aren't they?
Well, not really, no.
But you must admit the line remains blurred.
Does it, though?
Nobody asked you, Brenda.
Stefan, I can't believe you've been here that long. Surely the trainee scheme...
Renewed and renewed again, and so on to infinity. It is my lot in life.
But it doesn't have to be. Listen to yourself.
Oh, it's not so easy, you know. Stories don't just materialise out of thin air.
Well, not if you stay sat on your arse all day, no.
Brilliant. Now my coffee's cold.
Well, I'll make you a new one.
Okay. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, but David! Bleeding hell, you've got it all round my chair. Where are you going now?
It's him. There.
Is he alright?
David, come back over here, help me clean this up.
Out of the window, see it? It's the balloon, it's the same balloon. See the stripes, red, blue and yellow, yes.
Oh, it can't be.
Come and see. And look, in the basket there, it's the same man. The man with the bowler.
But how the hell can you tell? It must be miles out.
No, it's right alongside the building. He's looking right at her.
Oh, go on then, let's have a butcher's. Oh,
yeah. Quickly.
Hang on. Where am I looking?
It's gone now. It's just behind those buildings.
I thought you said it was close.
It was, but...
You've got funnel fever, my son. Happens to the weaker-willed from time to time. Never to yours truly, of course. But, hey, where are you going?
He's heading south.
How?
The sun. It's cover for me.
You're not following him. He's in a balloon.
So?
Can you fly, David?
It's a hot air balloon, not a Formula One. I'll be back soon.
Wait a second. And he's gone.
I think you might be right about the funnel fever.
He's got it bad, Brenda. Oh, yeah. Our boy's got it bad.
Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, come on. Where are you? There. There, over the river. I knew it. I see you. And you see me. You do, don't you? You know I'm here. Is that why you've stopped? Why you're just hovering there? Because you want me to know?
Taking a river tour today, sir.
And nobody's watching you.
Sir.
But I am. Mr. Bowler Hat, I see you. I see you. Oh, no, don't move.
River tour, sir.
What? No, thank you. Damn thing's moving again. Proof, I need proof. Photographs.
You sure, sir? Best prices on the Thames, sir.
Yes, I'm sure. Camera won't focus. Oh, it's gone round the bend. Downriver.
All right then, lads. Let's go.
Hang on. Excuse me.
Sir, changed your mind.
Your boat's fast, yes?
Well, faster than walking, sure.
Okay then. I'm in.
And on your left, you'll see the Thames.
On your left, it's everywhere. We're on it.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Oh, great. Just great. Another 10 quid I'll never see again.
250 miles long, if you can believe that.
There's not a balloon in sight.
Not as long as the Nile, I grant you, but still pretty long.
And to top it all off, I have to listen to this clown.
It's usually a lot worse than this.
I shudder to think.
A whale came up here once, you know. Didn't see it myself, of course, but I'll bet it was pretty big.
You've done this before?
Oh, yeah. Cheapest prices on the river. And the slowest ride going.
I've noticed. Come to think of it, I'm not sure it is quicker than walking. I'm David, by the way.
Bella. I'm not here for the commentary, don't worry. Just the scenery. I prefer working from life.
You're sketching. That's really good.
It pays the bills. Well, some of them. Mostly I'm in a classroom potato printing with a pack of 5-year-olds. Do you paint?
A little.
I haven't got the shine quite right on this, have I?
It looks okay to me.
It's the little things that change the picture. The tiniest of moments. Of people.
Mrs. Mason. Mrs. Mason.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop.
Please, take your time.
It's just... We were so happy then. Everything was so normal. All our little coffee shops, walking around London for hours. It didn't matter where we were going. We just... David wasn't trying to be anything. He just was. It's just David. And he was sweet.
And that's the last of your boxes in, your ladyship.
Thank you, kind sir. You know, it's funny. My whole life is in there and it barely fills a corner.
This place was always too big for one. And too pricey.
Oh, so I'm just a money-saving venture to you now, am I, Mr. Mason?
Well, of course. The best tenner I ever spent. And the best few months. Come here.
But he kept seeing the balloon man, didn't he? And he didn't tell you?
Not at first, but yes. David saw him again. And again.
Usual, David? Trim and tidy up round the back?
Yeah, thanks. There!
David!
The balloon! Did you see it?
Are you alright?
The colours, oh, they're doing so well.
Oh, that's nice, Mum. How's Henry? Is he revising hard?
Oh, yes. Well, he's always been more academic than you, David.
Thank you, Mum.
Excuse me.
Oh, sorry. Oh, hang on, that's him.
David!
Excuse me, it's him. No, I'll call you back. Hey, you, stop. Oh, where did he go?
Stop surprising him. So he went out of his way to look for it. Everywhere. Oh, this is perfect, David.
This table okay for you?
Sorry, I actually asked for one by the window when I booked, just for the view, you know.
I'm so sorry, sir. Perhaps you...
It's quite important. It's my girlfriend's birthday.
David, I really don't mind.
Well, perhaps you could ask that couple to move.
David! But he told me. In the end.
Did you believe him?
Yes, I think I did. I wanted to.
And it didn't affect your relationship at all?
I mean, it didn't feature much, not really. The balloon man, he was just a dossier, a little hobby. I said he was full of hot air. It's stupid, because I just ignored it, and I should have done more. Sorry.
I'm sorry to bother you. Thanks again. And another one bites the dust.
You ballooning all evening, or can we start that thriller thing?
No, I'll be done in a bit. I just want to call one more before they close.
Well, let's see that list. Moon balloons was a no then?
We've been over this. If I can find out when and where he bought the balloon, I can find out who he is, what he wants.
All right, Poirot. Just let me know when you're done.
Hi, is that Shroom Balloons? This is David Mason of the London Vista.
But he was still so... David. My David. Everything looks so small from up here, doesn't it?
You should paint it.
Like we could afford for me to come on the London Eye every day.
Hey, see down there? It's our boat.
How can you possibly know that?
I just do. I've got good eyes.
The skies are clear. Couldn't be much luckier, could we? So much blue.
Yes. Bella, can I ask you something?
Yes, what?
Bella, will you marry me?
Yes! Oh my god, yes! Aww. I love you.
I love you too.
Six months later, we were married. But it got worse. Over time, his obsession, his files, they filled the whole room. Diagrams, maps, phone transcripts. Oh, he did some stupid things.
So let me get this straight. You want to file a report against a person unknown, possibly male, who's been chasing you through the centre of London for over a year. In a hot air balloon.
I know it sounds crazy.
Well, that's handy.
Sorry, sir. Store's closing now. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Your manager said it was fine. I'm with the Vista, following up a lead.
On the roof? With binoculars pointing at the sky?
I've spotted him over here 3 times in the last month. If I wait long enough...
Spotted who, sir?
David had been building up a case to put to the Vista. An exposé of sorts, all about the balloon man. Everything he'd gathered since Greenwich. Interviews, accounts, bylaws, inventories.
He remained a trainee?
In all but name.
You think that made him angry?
Frustrated. But more determined than ever. He needed people to know, to see what he could see. I think more than anything that he was scared.
They didn't go for it. The high-ups, they didn't like it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was so sure.
Or maybe this is a good thing. Maybe it's time to stop.
Well, no. No, I need more evidence. Proper photographs.
And look, you haven't seen the balloon man for weeks.
He's just biding his time, I can tell. Maybe I should record everything I do, like on a GoPro or something.
David.
Or the bowler hat. Yes, well, he must have got that from somewhere.
David, please.
Well, and you can't forget the wedding.
Oh, David, for the last time, he was not there at our wedding.
But...
Why couldn't you have just given me that? Just that. In a day when it was just you and me and nothing else mattered.
Well, I wanted to, but he was there. In the churchyard.
Yes, and then he hopped in his balloon, sailed over the trees.
Yes, you all missed it.
Because we were looking at the camera. And now all those group shots have us smiling down the lens and you looking up at the sky.
Well, I'm sorry. But I can't just ignore it. And I've tried, Bella, for you. I really have tried. But every time I do, he's right there. And I have to know.
You're my husband, David. I married you. Not the balloon man. Just think about it. Please.
Henry's been trying to call you. He's got his exams next week.
Yeah, I know.
You're not yourself, David. You seem...
Busy?
fragile. It's the paper, I can tell.
It's just hard to care, you know? when you're just doing the same thing over and over. And you have a story to tell, but nobody's listening.
I do know. Your dad was the same. You need to rest. And call Henry back, won't you? He's ever so nervous.
Yeah, of course. I'll try.
He misses you, you know?
I know.
They hauled you out again. Look, mate, I'm worried about you.
It's fine. It's just a slap on the wrist.
No, I've seen folk like you go down before, son. Flushed out of the funnel they were. You're not playing the game. See, the thing about the funnel...
Oh, could you just shut up about the funnel for 5 minutes? Please.
Oh, that told you, Stefan.
Shove off, Brenda.
Please. I'm trying to work. Just trying to think. I've got some more boxes to tick.
It's a horrible thing, box ticking. I should know. On and on it goes, and it's never ever finished. Because even after your body and soul are wrung and stretched out on their rack, they'll add another box you've missed and break your back. And they don't do it to be cruel. Oh no. It's just because they can.
Mum took me to Trafalgar Square
When you were younger?
on my first time here, before Henry was born. We were going to see a play or something. Can't remember the name of it.
The fountain's always been my favourite part. Hey, David, come here. Oh, look at the pavement.
The streets are?
Those colours, oh, they've all clubbed together. It's like one big mural.
No, it can't be.
Look, see, it stretches right to the other end of the gallery. I wonder what it's for.
Balloons. They're all air balloons.
I'll ask a man. Excuse me?
You're right, love.
What's all this for exactly?
Balloons. And in the basket.
Oh, I see. That's so clever.
No!
David!
What the hell do you think you're doing?
It was me. In the basket, they drew me. All me.
He's wrecked it.
David, stay calm. It's okay, you're safe. Look at me, see? It's Bella.
Have you any idea how long that mural took us? Hey?
David!
Stop him!
It's him, Bella. It's by the fountain. He's running away.
David, no! Come back!
I see you. I'll find you. I won't play your game anymore.
So, the balloon man was on foot?
Yes.
You saw him?
I don't know. It was such a blur. David ran all across the city. I nearly lost him on the tube. Then I saw where he was heading.
Where are you hiding? Come out. I know you're in here.
Blimey, David! You've been running a marathon or something?
Stefan, where is he? Did he use the fire exit?
Who are you on about?
Quickly!
Nobody's coming except you, mate.
Oh, I was right behind him. Stefan, where's the balloon man?
David, get off!
Think!
What's going on?
He's gone berserk!
I'll get help.
So you're hiding him, is that it? You're all in this together?
What? Are you off your nut?
David, let him go!
I've never seen a blinking balloon man, David, never! You know that!
No, of course you haven't. Because that's what you do, isn't it? All of you. You never look up and you never see.
David, please!
Sitting blind in your little chairs, ferreting away like rats. A troop of yes-men ready to spout whatever dribble comes your way. And you're hoping, aren't you? Hoping against hope that upstairs will let you through their doors. Then you can be better, can't you? And you can burn the bridge behind you. But it won't make you better, no. You're not your own, none of you.
Mr. Mason, I'm going to have to ask you to vacate the building.
Oh, what's this? Ladies and gentlemen, it's a visit from on high. And she's bought some muscle.
You are causing disruption and delay.
Oh, and that wouldn't do at all, would it? Not for your little computer brain.
I do not know what he's talking about, Mum.
Shut up.
No, this is wrong. This is...
Mr. Mason, these men will escort you from the building. Everyone else, return to work.
David, come on. Come with me.
You. It's him! It's the balloon! He must have gone out of the window, look!
David!
Stop him!
I won't!
David, don't you dare!
Get down from there!
It's just close enough. I can jump.
David, please! Please look at me, don't do this!
But he's there, can't you see?
I see you! Just you, and I love you, please!
I can jump.
Take my hand.
I can.
No!
I can do it. No!
David!
More tea, I think.
Can I ask you something?
Of course.
Why balloons?
Every case is different, just as every person is different. But I'd be inclined to say it was a yearning for what is out of reach.
And the bowler hat?
They're traditional, corporate, elitist, ridiculous even. Everything that beat him down.
Delusions, then.
Delusional disorder. It's an illness. The world closed itself off to David, so he closed himself off to the world.
Like a painting. Focused and narrow. What you don't draw, you forget. You ignore. When you look back, it's not there anymore.
Delicately put, Bella. Yes, very delicate.
I'm so sorry for your loss.
Thank you for being here.
He was such a clever boy. I remember him coming round when he was tiny. He used to scatter our Lego all over the floor and sort it into colours.
He's with his dad now.
It's tragic. It's tragic.
Oh, Bella, did you find him?
Still looking. Are you all right here?
Yes, I'm okay. You go.
That was a lovely speech.
I'm sorry I left. I couldn't.
Face it? I know. It's all right. The driver sent a card, you know. And some flowers.
Henry hated flowers.
I know.
I failed him, Bella. I was so caught up in myself.
Oh, you had a breakdown, David. It's not selfish. And Henry understood.
Listen, you go on to the wake.
But
I'll catch up. Please. I'm sorry, Henry.
David! I don't know what to say.
For the first time in your life, it's good to see you.
I'm sorry that... It's just good to see you up and about. Bella tells me you're staying here.
Yeah, be near a mum. And the sky, the birds. I'm not made for London, we both know that. How are things in the funnel?
That, you know, same old, same old. It's not quite the, You really won't come back?
No. But you don't need me. There'll be plenty more recruits for the Stefan Hoff School of Life.
Yeah, I suppose. Probably best, eh? We don't blame you, you know, none of us. Some of us, I think we're built for the funnel, and others get to be high-ups. And others... Well, I think you're built for higher things still, my son. Goodbye, David. And I really am sorry for your loss.
David was very quiet after. stayed quiet for such a long time. He wouldn't eat properly and he'd barely sleep. I found myself a job in the local primary school, taught art in the day and came home and David would be there, just sitting at the kitchen table. And he didn't talk about Henry. Not much, anyway. He mourned in his own way. And the balloon man? He faded away. Far away. Just a memory.
Your dad loved it up here. So much sky.
Yeah.
He'd take you up for hours when you were tiny. Remember? You'd count the sheep, look for shapes in the clouds, walk through every bramble, run through every hedge, traipsing in half the forest when you both came home.
We took Henry too. Dad held him in that old baby carrier.
And frightened the life out of me. He could be so clumsy. Bella's worried about you.
I know.
You're wasted in copywriting. You should get back out there. Find something you enjoy.
You know I can't.
It's been 2 years, David. Henry wouldn't have wanted you to shut yourself away. Anyway, life's too short to waste jumping through hoops.
All that time I could have spent with him, what was I doing? Staring at the sky.
And what's so wrong with that? Your dad was always looking up, searching for something special, so he could bring it back down to us.
Dad drove you mad.
Yes, he did. But I loved him. And Bella loves you. And you're so very like him. Sometimes there are no balloons, and that's okay. But if you are looking up, look at this. Henry and your dad. Because we can still see them. In the shapes in the clouds.
Of course, looking at the sky is all very well. But what if you were wrong? What if there was nothing above? What if the danger had moved below?
And slowly, I started to get him back. David, the man I fell in love with.
Then, forgive me, Mrs. Mason, but why are you here now?
I've told you. I need to understand what happened back then.
But that's not all, is it? It's been 5 years since the funeral. 5 years since the incident at the Vista. I can see here that neither you nor your husband have had therapy since then. So, why are you here now?
I'll miss them, you know.
Who?
Lynn and Brian. Haven't you been listening to me?
Sorry. What are you doing over there?
It's the new neighbour, David. Andrea said he'd be arriving about now. Oh, look, I think that's him.
Nosy Parker. Car looks a bit vintage for around here, no?
No, see, I was right. He's turning into the drive. I wonder where the moving vans are.
He's heading to the door.
Maybe his furniture's being sent on. We should go over and introduce ourselves.
No.
David? What's the matter?
That man, he...
No balloon, no bowler, but David is absolutely convinced that the balloon man has moved in across the road.
And you spoke to him? The neighbour?
Of course. David wouldn't let me hear the end of it.
I told you not to go!
I was being friendly. David, he's ill.
I'm telling you, whatever he said, he's lying. We need to watch, find out what he's planning.
Okay. Sorry. Maybe I should take some time off work.
It's not uncommon for delusions to resurface, a response to certain triggers, memories. You believe it's the same as before? Delusion from frustration?
But he's happy. I mean, he loves his new job and the countryside and our friends. We were trying. I just need to understand. Because maybe it's not something new, you know, maybe it's something we missed last time.
His lights are on. Why would his lights be on?
David, come back to bed. Those binoculars.
I'm waiting. I have to know.
You said you found the balloon man amusing.
What are you saying? That this is my fault?
No, not at all. I'm just saying that maybe he picked up on that amusement, even a little. Sometimes the smallest of things can be the greatest of triggers.
But
I know it's hard, but you must remain calm to deconstruct his delusion. Remember the techniques. For instance, in the case of someone adamant that they were the Prime Minister...
Haven't you been listening to me? All those years while his papers built up and flooded the flat while his family and I were pushed away, you think I wasn't calm?
Of course not. All I meant...
I just need something new, please, because I can't tell his mum. She's lost so much already, and it's just me dealing with this on my own. And I'm scared, because if he tries to jump again, I really don't think I'll be able to stop him.
I can give you some help sheets. Send you some links.
Help sheets? Is that it?
And when you're ready, you can bring David in too.
Don't bother.
Mrs. Mason?
I'll see myself out. Stupid therapy, stupid storm. I can't see a thing. What the hell does he think he's doing, standing in the road like that?
Beautiful nights tonight.
Are you alright?
Oh yes, just admiring the view.
Alright. Well, happy viewing. Weirdo.
Ah, Bella Mason. Time to say goodbye.
I'm home. You wouldn't believe. David? David, what's wrong? You're shaking.
Bella, I waited for you. I have to go now.
What do you mean you have to go? What's this you're holding? Another birthday card?
You see? Why I have to leave.
A balloon. Red, yellow and blue.
Posted through the door.
Is this someone's idea of a joke?
It's him, Bella. It's him. I have to leave. I have to know.
David!
I've often wondered about art.
David, get back inside! Please!
The man in the air balloon, he's here for me.
What if it could live?
Unlocked. Of course it's unlocked.
That's another man's house.
But if such a thing, such an artwork, could exist.
The balloon. It's in the clouds.
No, it's not there. There's nothing there. There's never, ever been anything there. There is no balloon man.
It's coming down out of the sky.
What would it do? Well, we shall see, won't we?
I don't believe it. David, I can see it. I can see the balloon.
A perfect landing. Well, David, what will you do?
You want me to come with you? I'm ready.
David, stay away from him.
He can't hear you, my dear.
I don't know who or what you are, but you stay away from my husband.
In you get then, David. That's it.
Yes.
No. No, David, please. Please don't.
Ready, David? Then up, up, and away we go! Ha ha!
David! I'm sorry.
She looks awfully small now. Poor dear.
I know you.
Quite the artist indeed.
Thank you. You are too.
Hello again, David Mason.
It's you. I don't understand. You're real. And we're really...
In the balloon, yes. No, this must be very confusing for you. I wonder how many times you've imagined this moment. Not nearly as many times as I have, I'm sure. All those years watching you, nurturing you. I must say I've grown quite sentimental.
You don't know me.
Oh, but I do. Now, let me look at you.
No. I've made a mistake. I don't want this. Take me back.
I have taken you back. Now stop fidgeting.
No, take us down then.
You know, you really are quite marvellous.
Stop this.
Exquisite.
Who the hell are you? What do you want from me?
I think the question you should be asking is who are you? Ever thought about art, David?
Art? What's art got to do with anything?
What would you say art is? It's not confined to Bella's blots on a page or that chalk on the pavement. Some canvases are far broader, far grander, far more alive.
What are you saying?
I told you once that 2 dimensions were not my usual medium. But 4.
4 dimensions?
Time, David. Time.
The ground, it's melting. Fading into white. All white.
Cleaning the palette, you might say.
Why have we stopped?
Oh no, we're still moving. Look up.
Balloons. Dozens of them.
Oh, you're looking so confused, dear David.
You're late.
So sorry. David and I were just having a little chat.
You do not chat to your exhibit. You look at it. Nothing more. Now, can I have all your attention, please? In a few moments, the judging will begin. Please take your positions and await my decision.
And off she goes again, floating around, ticking her boxes.
What is this place?
This is, it's a competition, if you like. And we are a group of very old, very alien, and terminally bored artists. One in each of the balloons you see stretching out around you.
Alien?
That's right. We're what you might call an intergalactic evening art class. And that's where you come in, David. Look around.
In the other balloons, they're all me.
You see, the last time we all came together, the subject of our scrutiny was a man. A human man. A man by the name of David Mason. And so we were each set a task. We each took a different version of Earth and 35 years with which to watch, to alter, to mould and shape an exact copy of the original.
You're mad.
Isn't that what they told you? Yet here I am. Your world was my palette, the people my paints, and you my masterpiece.
No, that's wrong. My feelings, my thoughts, they're my own. I am my own.
A common misconception. Quite understandable.
You can't manufacture people.
Can't you? You say it's nature versus nurture, but that's not true. It's all nurture. In truth, You belong to the little people. The ones you hardly noticed. So, I harnessed that. I became the little people. Every single one.
What?
You see, changing our voices.
Our mannerisms.
Our shapes.
It's really very straightforward.
No, stop it. Stop it.
Now do you see? All that time you were following me, I was following you. In the chatter of the street, the squint of the doorman, the footsteps of a friend. And I made you what you are.
I spent years trying to convince myself I'd made you up. You used me.
Please remain silent while the judging takes place.
Oh, shove off, you old harpy.
So it's true, I'm a copy. Just a copy.
You see these other Davids? They're the products of the pen pushers. Amateurish, slavish reproductions. And they'd never seen their balloons until mere moments ago.
But I did. I saw you for years.
Exactly. And that is why you are my best. Because I did what that little boy in Trafalgar Square told me to do. I gave you the balloon, gave you a purpose. And in doing so, I let you be a little bit wibbly.
No.
So no, David, you're not the same as all these others. You are a different sort of perfect. And you are more mine than ever. My very own man in the air balloon.
A decision has been reached.
Has it now? We came 7th. Well, I don't care. I left their boxes unticked. That is victory enough.
Tell me then, what happens to us?
Oh, your place is here. It has always been here. Hanging, beautiful, in our gallery.
But I've got a life. I've got Bella.
Not for long. Your lives are so fleeting. Gone in an instant. Like your dear brother. But an important stroke on the canvas all the same.
Henry. The accident.
I sent flowers.
The driver sent a card, you know. And some flowers.
It was you. You were driving the car.
Art has its casualties, I'll grant you.
Art? You killed my brother for art. You murderer.
Murder is a very strong word. I just coloured outside the lines.
Oh.
Temper. What are you gonna do, David? Throw me out? You're no killer.
He was my brother.
And what difference does that make?
You're all the same, aren't you? You high-ups. What gives you the right to play with my life, with any of our lives?
I believe it is called creative license.
Please rearrange before departure. And you, control your artwork.
Time we were going. Goodbye, David. I will visit, of course, from time to time.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I said no, and it means no. And I'm not your artwork. I never was, and I never will be.
I'm afraid you don't get a say in that.
Listen, all of you, me, whatever, listen. If we really are the same, then you know what it's like to be ignored. What's he on about? I don't know.
Silence!
You remember Stefan? The Vista? All those years when we were treated like nothing. Like a lump of clay. You're going to let it happen again. What are we supposed to do? We're all the same. We're not special. Of course you are. I remember everything we've been through. And everyone we've lost. And remember what we still have down there on the ground. Bella. Mum. Yes, that's it. There's more about us than any of them realise. We're not mad. We're not slaves, and we are not about to sit at the bottom of someone else's funnel. Yeah, he's right.
Stop this! All of you, stop us at once!
Yes, so come with me. All of you. And jump. Yes.
You're making a mistake, David.
No, you made a mistake because you did what no other high-up ever did.
And what, pray, might that be?
You listened to me. You made me a little bit wibbly, and I'm going to use that. We are David Mason. Each and every one of us. We have a life, a home, a future. Yeah, we do. I don't want to be used anymore. Neither do I. So we take their art away.
If you jump, you will be lost.
Maybe, but it's our choice, not yours.
I forbid this! You're not people, you are exhibits, and you will be still!
I don't take orders from you. Either of you. I am David Mason, and so are they. And I am myself.
David!
No, David, please!
I'm coming, Bella.
David, stay calm. It's okay. You're safe. It's Bella.
I'm here.
They've gone. All of them.
Extraordinary.
This is all your fault! Next time, I expect you to follow the rules. Are you listening to me? You failed.
Perhaps, or perhaps not.
You're not telling me you wanted him to jump.
He really was my masterpiece. Goodbye, David Mason. Sweet dreams.
Thank you for listening to this production of The Man in the Air Balloon by Jonathan Powell.
Tonight, the role of David was played by Ben Galvin.
Bella by Maria Pointer.
Stefan by James Rogers.
Therapist by Clancy Paris Jr.
Mrs. Mason by Olivia Railton.
Young David by Lydia Macreaders.
The Balloon Man by Jonathan Powell.
Miss Carawala by Rachel Armitage.
Receptionist by Charlie Merrill.
Boatman by Daniel Ellis.
Adjudicator by Amber DeRoit.
Dog Lady by Eleanor Palmer.
Brenda by Heather Woodhouse.
Police Officer by Lewis Almanacid.
Hairdresser by Marina McCready.
Waiter by Timothy Holden.
Store worker by Molly Ginn.
Artist by Cameron White.
And mourner by Sophie Holloway.
This production was directed by Jonathan Powell and Heather Woodhouse, sound designed by Kit Treadwell, edited by Jonathan Powell, and produced by Amber DeRoit.
To find out a bit more about the ADC Online season, please visit www.adctheatre.com/what's on.
We hope you tune in again soon.